Hello there. Have you ever wondered how communication changes throughout different relationships? Let's take a look at how communication functions in these 5 areas. 1. Same-sex friendships. 2. Cross-sex friendships. 3. Mutual romance. 4. Strictly platonic. And 5. Desires romance. First, let's begin with the definition of friendship. Friendship is defined as a voluntary relationship that provides social support. The first type of friendships that we will cover are same-sex friendships. Same-sex friendships are defined as friendships of the same biological sex. Many of the first close friendships, and likely the majority of the people you call friends, are of the same biological sex. Women often identify female friends as BFFs or best friends forever. Early studies show that women bond primarily through mutual self-disclosure. More recent studies support that same-sex friendships between women develop through one-on-one interaction. In this scene, the 2 women to the right of the screen can be seen holding a private discussion involving self-disclosure. One woman is asking how the other is doing, and her friend discloses her recent struggle of feeling stressed and overwhelmed. Male friendships are often identified as bromances. Early studies suggest that men create intimacy through shared activities more than talk. Scholar Jeffrey Greif described male friendships this way. Guys get together and have shoulder-to-shoulder relationships. Men do things together in groups. In this example, we see 4 male friends playing video games together in the shoulder-to-shoulder position. Let's do a quick recap on same-sex friendships. They are many of the earliest friendships we have. Women bond through self-disclosure and men bond through activities. However, both remain important for both sexes. Newer research shows that the differences between sexes is not as large as we once thought. Now let's examine cross-sex friendships. Cross-sex friendships are defined as friendships between people of the opposite biological sex that offer different perspectives and contrasts and interactions that sometimes define friends of the same sex. Cross-sex friendships offer benefits that same-sex friendships do not. Men are more likely to share emotions, and for women, it can be a chance to lighten up. Cross-sex friends are more likely to hang out in larger groups to avoid romantic attraction. This can be seen in this clip of cross-sex friends studying in a group. Cross-sex friendships offer a special set of challenges for heterosexuals. Studies have shown that attraction to a friend of the opposite sex is more likely to have negative impacts on an outside romantic relationship. To try to avoid this attraction, many friends communicate multimodally, with an online emphasis to remain platonic. The cross-sex friends in this scene are communicating through text to maintain their platonic relationship. Remember, cross-sex friendships provide their own source of benefits and challenges. Not all cross-sex friendships remain platonic, and there are 4 types of cross-sex friendships: mutual romance, strictly platonic, desires romance, and rejects romance. Let's talk about mutual romance. Mutual romance is defined as when both partners of the friendship want the relationship to turn romantic. Not all cross-sex friendships remain platonic. When both partners decide to enter a mutual romance, the friendship enters a deeper level. The meeting of one's love languages is even more vital to maintain a healthy relationship. In this clip, we see that the male meets the female's love language of receiving gifts by gifting her the teddy bear. When 2 friends enter a mutual romance, there will be an increase in the frequency and depth of self-disclosure. It also means that there will be more shared activities between the partners. This example of a shared activity shows the friends spending time at the beach while holding hands. What better modern-day example of a friendship turned into a mutual romance than Cory and Topanga? Let's recap. Mutual romance is a category of cross-sex friendships when the relationship shifts from platonic to romantic. Mutual romance includes a deeper self-disclosure, increase in shared activities, and a meeting of one's love languages. Now we'll talk about strictly platonic friendships. A strictly platonic friendship is defined as when neither partner of the friendship wants the relationship to turn romantic. In a strictly platonic friendship, there is a mutual agreement between the cross-sex friends to remain non-romantic. It can sometimes be hard to believe and explain to outsiders, but it is possible for men and women to be just friends. In this scene, the characters are both saying no to romantic love, showing that they are strictly platonic. Phoebe and Joey are the perfect example of a strictly platonic friendship. While they seem highly compatible for each other, neither of the characters ever explored a romantic relationship. Remember, it is possible for friendships to remain romance-free between heterosexuals. A way to recognize a strictly platonic friendship is when people describe the friend like a brother or sister. But this can be hard to explain to others, especially significant others of one of the partners of the friendship. Now let's explore a friendship where one desires romance. Desires romance is defined as when one partner wants romance, but fears that the friend does not. A cross-sex friendship where one desires romance can be one-sided and is often kept hidden out of fear of rejection. However, that does not mean rejection is the only result. In this example, the one-sided desire for romance is illustrated by the woman having heart eyes for the man, while the man categorizes the woman in the friend zone. It is common for the less romantically attracted friend to send no-go messages. Less contact, less flirting, and talking about outside relationships. Sharpay and Troy are the perfect example of a cross-sex friendship where one desires romance. She wants romance, he does not. This can be seen by his uncomfortable expression and posture with their close contact and gestures. A cross-sex friendship where one desires romance is seemingly one-sided and often kept hidden, usually out of fear of rejection. However, this does not mean rejection is the only result. Final review time! Both same-sex and cross-sex friendships provide their own sets of advantages and problems. There are 4 categories of cross-sex friendships: mutual romance, strictly platonic, desires romance, and rejects romance. Both types of friendships center around degrees of self-disclosure and shared experiences. Newer studies demonstrate that there are fewer differences between the biological sexes in communication than past studies. The end.